Hi. I like commuting. Commuting has been a part of Filipino culture for like the longest time, and isa sa mga favorite ko rin makita mga memes sa Facebook is yung mga commuting related. With all the mismanagement and the problems that we have with our public transport system, I would say na naging ingrained na sa ating mga Pilipino yung sistemang ganon. Sadly, from like the iconic DJ remixes sa mga jeep and the random LRT slash MRT moments. Gagraduate ako! Talagang naging parte na ng kultura natin mga Pilipino yung ganitong type of like experiences. But with all of that being said, I still enjoy commuting. So I started commuting back when I was in 7th grade. I remember this very vividly kasi nakatira pa kami neto nun sa Quezon City. And ang pinaka natatandaan kong structure talaga is yung sanctuarium. I remember for the longest time, yung Jollibee malapit dun sa amin. Hindi siya nagbago. Natatandaan ko nag-update na yung ibang mga Jollibee. Like nagmo-modernize na sila yung ibang mga Jollibee. Pero yung Jollibee dun sa sanctuarium, hindi sila nagbago. Feeling ko dito nagsimula yung appreciation ko sa paglalakad. Kasi bago ako pumasok noon, nung nag-grade 7 ako, nung sa QC pa kami nakatira, meron ako sobrang malayong nilalakad galing sa amin papunta sa sakayan ng jeep. And araw-araw nilalakad ko to. And it's a lot of walking. And feeling ko dun na normalize sa utak ko na okay lang maglakad ng ganito kalayo araw-araw. Sa akin kasi ang main na mga mode of transport ko talaga sa pagko-commute is jeep, LRT, bus, tricycle, tas UV Express. I have another very like vivid memory. For the longest time yung sinasakyan ko pa uwi is bus. There was this one time na hindi na bumabiyahe yung bus na sinasakyan ko kung saan man yung daan na gusto kong, na dapat siya. Yung bus na sinasakyan ko, hindi na siya dumadaan sa school namin. Okay. I had to look for other means of transportation para makauwi. Para ako nasa choose your own adventure na laro. And I had like multiple choices. Every day, pag pauwi ako, meron ako iba't ibang choices pauwi. And it's like its own little adventure pauwi. So I had a couple of choices. Pwede akong dumaan ng Cubao, pwede akong dumaan Santolan, pwede akong dumaan San Juan, pwede akong dumaan ng Mega Mall rin. Like lahat to, may mga differences sila sa cost. Yung iba mas mahal, yung iba mas madali, yung iba mas malayo. Pero they all have commuting ways or like may mga paraan para makauwi in those like little paths na, and they were their own little adventures for me, and it was really fun, at least for me. And I guess for most Filipinos, commuting here in the Philippines is a big stress, and for me rin naman as well. Lalo na kapag pagod ka, galing school, galing trabaho, stuff like that, nung nagtatrabaho rin ako. In a sense, I still do enjoy commuting, and I've listed here like 4 things kung bakit ko na-enjoy mag-commute. For a while na rin with the peers that I've had, even in the industry that I'm in, like yung mga kabanda ko ngayon, and even yung mga kaklase ko dati, I would only have like a couple of friends na na-enjoy mag-commute with me. Pero I have 4 reasons on why I enjoy commuting. And first one, number 1, walking. I really enjoy walking. Mainly because mahilig lang talaga ako gumala. More in a sense of like, I like going in malls and just walking around and window shopping. Window shopping is really fun for me. I wanted to put a little segment here. Tuwing uuwi ako, marami talaga ako pwedeng daanan ng mga malls. And I guess here's like 5 malls na I really enjoy going to. In no particular order. Mega Mall, staple siya. Memorize ko na yung lugar na yon. I know where to go, and everything that you're gonna see in malls, you're gonna find sa Mega Mall. Gateway sa Cubao, Pag nasa Cubao ka, all roads lead to Cubao, okay? Gateway is a really nice mall kasi marami milk teahan doon. I also really like Feliz. I like that place, hindi masyadong matao, maganda yung arcade nila, and maganda yung tambayan nila sa roof deck. I really like that. Yung reworked edition ng SM Santa Mesa. Pero kahit yung luma, may soft spot talaga yung mall na yun sa akin kasi nung bata ako doon kami laging dinadala ng parents ko kapag gagala kami. So ayun, I really like that place. SM Marikina. Nung lumipat kami sa Cainta, ayun na yung naging go-to mall ng parents ko. So I guess memorize ko na rin yung SM Marikina. And it's fairly nice. May Coco doon. So that's a plus. May Coco naman kahit saan, I guess. Walking as well keeps me fit. I like the fact na I think I'm healthy because I walk a lot. There's a lot of benefits. It improves your mood. It improves bone health, sleep health. Although I not very, sleep schedule is very slow. But improves immunity. Cancer? What? Also, napansin ko rin, recently, nagiging meta na ang paglalakad Alam niyo yung mga posts sa Facebook, yung mga meta, tapos parang may mga patch notes. Tapos ngayon, ang meta ngayon Strava. There's an app called Strava. It basically tracks yung steps mo. It's a pedometer, and it also tracks yung kung saan ka naglakad. You can show off yung nilakad mo, kung saan ka nagpunta. And people are making like Strava art as well, which is pretty cool. Parang nagdo-drawing sila with the app. So they walk a certain... papakita ko na lang. Ang hirap i-explain, pero papakita ko na lang. May post pa si Beanie na... Sa Beanie... Mika, I think. I'm not sure. Ayan, si Aya with Mika. Nag-Strava sila. Meta yan, meta maglakad, okay? I also wanna mention there was this one time, shout out to my boy Allen. One of his bucket list things to do, goal-esque, is lakarin from Recto to Santolan. And at the time, ito yung dulo-dulo ng LRT. So basically, gusto niya lang lakarin yung dulo-dulo ng LRT 2. Why not? I like walking. And it took us way too long, way longer than it should have. It took us around like 6 or 7 hours ganon to walk it. Pero kasi every time may madadanan kami mall, pumapasok muna kami sa ikot-ikot. Alan even told me that he wanted to write a paper about the entire experience, pero he never did kasi nakalimutan namin mag-picture sa isang hindi ko matandaan kung ilang station, pero bala kasi namin pipicture namin per station as we're walking past it, and then we'll write a paper about it, pero never happened. Reason number 2, I don't like driving. If you like commuting, you have alternatives. So, you either can afford angkas or Grab, or may tagahatid ka, or in my case, I can drive. Mas pinipili ko pa rin mag-commute in certain cases. May mga certain cases lang talaga na kailangan ko mag-drive. So, sabi natin maulan, tas may gig or something, marami akong dala, I'll drive naman. And for the most part, kapag parang may kailangan puntahan yung mother ko, so kailangan niya ng driver, I drive for her. Pero if I'm just going, like I'm going out with a friend on a date or something similar, I'd just rather commute if I don't have to drive for anyone. One of the main reasons why I don't like driving is because kapag nagda-drive ka, you're looking at everything. You're looking at the road, you're looking at people, you're looking at cars. Yung utak mo actively is just engaged, and I'd rather have my brain not engaged, I guess. I remember very vividly yung nagpunta kami ng Baguio ng dad ko. Usually kasi pag magbabagyo kami, buong pamilya kami, so we usually have a car. Pero at this time, kami dalawa lang ng father ko. He told me na magko-commute kami. And tinanong ko, bakit? Sabi niya, para mas chill. Pahinga, hindi siya nakakapagod. I was like, di ba mas chill pag sa kotse? Sabi niya sa akin, mas chill para sa'yo kasi pasahero ka. Pero ako, as a driver, I'd rather just sit on a bus. I was like, mas wala kang iisipin kapag kapag pasahero ka. So, I'd rather be the passenger. minsan that's at the expense of nakatayo ako sa loob ng bus o kaya nakasabit ako sa jeep. Like, I'd rather be that than drive. My brain is not very
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
it's not very capable, I would say. Although I am a pretty good driver, I will say. Got it from my dad. Another thing is the first car na pinadrive sa akin, medyo luma na siya, crosswind siya. Yung radyo ng kotse na yun, sira siya. Me being a music person, an artist, and an avid music enjoyer, I wasn't able to listen to music for the longest time while driving, and I didn't really like that. So I'd rather just commute, so I would have my headphones on. But yeah, I don't like driving. Reason number 3. Obviously, it's much cheaper. Natatandaan ko dati, nung junior high ako, and di ko alam kung bakit pero maraming ayaw maniwala sa akin. And I'm really glad na I'm still in touch with a friend na nakilala ko nung 7th grade ako. Kasi dati, umabot ng 6 pesos yung pamasahe. Sobrang vivid na memory ko na yun. Ngayon, medyo tumaas na yung pamasahe. Kasi obviously, di ba? Ang pamasahe ko ngayon, sabihin natin pupunta ako ng Mega Mall. Okay? Medyo mahal pa Mega Mall kasi kapag galing dito, mag-UV Express pa ako. Tricycle is 15 pesos. UV Express, 40 pesos. That's 55 pesos papuntang Mega Mall. Paano kapag nag-grab ako? Paano kung nag-grab ako? Maybe I shouldn't flash my address. Pero 310 yan. 310 ang grab. Alam ko mas mura sa angkas, pero hindi matatalo ng angkas yung 55 pesos. Okay, di niya matatalo yun. Natatandaan ko rin at one point, naging libre yung LRT2 para sa mga estudyante. So you just had to show your ID. Natatandaan ko nun kasi kapag nag-bus ako, ang babayaran ko nun 23 pesos. And mas mahal kung mag-LRT ako kasi pagka LRT ko, mag-jeep pa ako, tapos yung bayad sa jeep 17. And nung naging libre yung LRTs 20 pesos, tapos jeep 17. Ngayon, minus yung 20, 17 lang babayaran ko. Yung mga kaibigan ko lagi nagmamadali sila kasi meron lang time frame yun eh. I think 3:00 yata. Basta meron lang maliit na window time frame for libreng sakay ng LRT2. And grabe, napakasulit na sulit namin yung magtatropa. Pero yan, cheaper. It's also, even now, it's much cheaper. Number 4. Filipino commute infrastructure. I would say, sobrang maaga kong natuto/na-gaslight. Nung lumipat ako dito sa Cainta, commute dito, napaka-madugo talaga. Lalo na sa Pasig, dahil talaga sa Pasig yan eh. Para kang barbarian na makikipagsuntukan talaga para lang makasakay. Like yung tipong tulakan. Sobrang aga kong nag-adapt, I guess. And in a sense, dahil ayun, sobrang hirap. Tapos makaka-experience ka ng uupo ka na lang sa jeep. It felt a bit more serene compared to bugbugan sa umaga. To be honest, I had a lot of really bad experiences. I don't know why I put it here under why I like commuting category, pero tutuloy ko na lang. So, dito ako sumasakay sa floodway ng bus. Tapos, ang baba ko nun sa recto na. And marami kasing mga sumasakay dito na bababa lang sa Robinson's Galleria. Since sobrang daming sumasakay dito at sobrang dami nang nakasakay pagdating pa lang ng bus dito, gagawin ko, maglalakad ako from floodway hanggang sa Robinson's Galleria. Tapos doon ako sasakay ng bus. Kasi by that point, marami nang bumaba. Medyo maluwag na. Kahit nakatayo ako, at least nakasakay ako. I remember there was this one time rin na rather than riding the bus home, naglakad ako pauwi. I'll show na lang sa Google Maps. Pero galing sa FEU, no, dun kasi ako nag-senior high. Nilakad ko hanggang Floodway, and it took me around like 2.5 to 3 hours to walk. And I remember this very vividly kasi my walk took just as long as my commute pauwi. Like if I rode the bus, ganun lang rin kahaba, around 2 hours. 2.5 hours yung biyahe ko kapag nagbabas ako. And it's just insane how bad the traffic is na you could just walk it and you'd be there at around the same time, more or less, right? I don't know if I just walk really fast or Filipino traffic is just that bad. Another thing I always thought of is like if you compare it to other countries, napakabasura. I mean, depende ko saan may kukumpare. If you compare our transport to Japan's transportation system is really nice. Kinuwento sa akin ng barista namin si Kuya Jazz kasi he went to Japan a while back. He told me about like how streamlined their railway, yung subway system nila. Napaka ayos daw na even to someone that doesn't speak Japanese, sobrang nadalian daw siya. Like you stay there for like 1, 2 or 3 days, magigets mo na daw yung transportation nila and you'll get anywhere without needing a car. And it's really nice and I wish we had that, but we don't. Pero in the same vein, if you think about countries like the US who don't really think about their public transport, the US kasi is a very car-centric country and you can't really get anywhere if you don't have a car unless you're in a city that has like trains. Pero for the most part, you don't really like yung ibang mga states nila. And it made me think that the Philippines is just like in this beautiful in-between in like a really good transport system and just a non-existent one. We have a transport system, it's just really bad. Pero at least we have one. Pero it's just really sad na, you know, you can see where it can be and where it is right now. So, in all fairness, isa talaga sa mga pinaka madalas nirereklamo ng mga Filipino yung commute system natin. And honestly, it's to be expected kasi sobrang dami nating mga Pinoy na gumagamit nun. And the more people who use the system, the more people will recognize the flaws sa system na yun. And daman-daman mo rin yun, di ba? Ako, especially as an avid user of the system, right? And it just pains me to see and to realize how much better the system could be. I do realize na I'm a bit of an outlier. Most of the people that I've met and I've talked to really hate commuting and would rather use angkas, Grab, and taxis and drive, you know? And I do realize na I'm a bit of an outlier in that sense. Ako rin naman, I enjoy the commute pauwi galing school rather than papuntang school kasi wala akong hinahabol na oras. And it's much more serene that way. I guess na-enjoy ko rin yung paglalakad tsaka yung pagtitingin sa kalsada. It's a bit comforting in my opinion. I feel like meron para siyang nostalgic effect sa akin. Even back then, like even when I wasn't nostalgic about it, like it was a bit comforting to me. Like kapag gabi, tapos nakikita ko yung mga jeep, mga tricycle, and even kapag nakasabit ako, yung wind blowing in my face, tapos yung pollution sa mukha ko. I don't know how to end this video. Stream Miss Suzy. Bye.